Welcome to part 2B of my trip from Kerbin to the moon. In the last episode we left off, I was trying to build a big rocket that would at least get me to the moon and back home. So let's join that already in progress. Let's go launch this. Wow, that is ridiculous looking. Alright, so that engine and those engines will fire at the same time. We'll put it on about 2/3 thrust for that center liquid-fueled engine. My solid fuel boosters will break away. Then this engine will break away when it's done. That engine will fire. That engine will break away when it's out of fuel. That engine will fire. The parachute will break away when it's done. Yeah, and then the parachute when we get back to Kerbin. Again, no confidence this will work. We should at least be able to get to orbit. So here it goes. 1, 2, 3, go. So our solid fuel boosters are burning through nice and fast. Oh, I forgot to turn on stability control. Let's wait. Revert the flight. Revert to launch. We got a little sideways already, and I want this launch to be as smooth as possible, given what I've got going on here. 3, 2, 1, go. So now stability control is on. Hopefully we won't get all sideways again, unless it's intentionally sideways. So we'll go 600 meters, 700 meters. I want to get to about 1 kilometer up. There we go. And we'll try to turn it over just a little bit. Looks like our engine is doing what it's supposed to. Our swivel engine's doing what it's supposed to do. And letting us turn just a little. So we're going to call it good there. Throttle up a little, break those away, throttle up to 100%. How much fuel have we got left? Not much. Alright, so what has that got us? That didn't get us much. We're at 35 is our apoapsis? Apoapsis, yes. Let's turn over, not turn over, but we're still in atmosphere, so we're fighting just a little bit to stay on course. Okay, now we're all right. What have we got? 55 kilometers. Let's even it out just a little more. How are we doing on fuel? We're about half about. Yeah, we're about half. Is this still going up? Yeah, good. We need that to go up because we need to get out of the atmosphere in addition to getting into orbit. 70 kilometers, that gets us out of the atmosphere. That's good. So now we can maybe flatten this out just a little more. Again, no idea what I'm doing. Okay. We are running out of fuel. We'll have to engage our third engine. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Burnout. Or flame out, rather. Okay, now we're on our last engine. We're trying to establish an orbit. Our apoapsis is just going up. I'm not sure that's right. I'm not sure that's as it should be. We're almost at orbit. Here, let's do this. Let's shut off our engine, go to the map, add a maneuver node, and see what it's going to take to get us into orbit. Oh, that's more than enough. Yeah, okay. So that's going to be a 21-second burn in this direction. I probably should have packed some batteries in 4 minutes. So what we're going to do is warp to next maneuver. All right, so in 4 21 seconds, we want to burn maximum thrust. So we're going to start that burn at T minus 10 seconds. Let's time accelerate just a little bit. 30, 20, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. You can see the little green bar there is going down. That's good. That's what we want. And try to stay on that little blue indicator that's telling us what direction we need to be pointed. And I believe orbit has been achieved. All right, cool. So, good. So now we're going to I want to delete that maneuver node. Okay, deleted the maneuver node. Now, where's the moon at? There's the moon. Set as target. So, the moon is going to move this way. So what I want to try to do, let's go to periapsis, add a maneuver node. And if we accelerate there, that's going to get us close to the moon, but not quite orbital. So if I drag this, and we want to do it, if I drag this back this way, and we decelerate a little bit more, okay, accelerate. That gets us into lunar gravity. And if I add another maneuver, that gets us into lunar orbit. Can we do this? So we need a 1 minute burn in 16 minutes. I don't know if we can burn for a whole minute. Let's do this. Go back there. So we're going to burn that direction in 16 minutes. So what I want to do is warp to next maneuver. There's the sunrise. One minute and 3 seconds, which means we need to start burning in about 30 seconds. About 31 seconds or so. Line up on our blue indicator. We're going to time accelerate. No! Let's just start burning now. Shoot. I missed it. But that's okay. We'll just see if we can get this. This is pretty much how I play the game anyway. I just sort of goof around and ineptly fire my engines until something happens that I want. How are we doing for fuel? Oh, this engine is just sipping fuel. That's great. Cool. Let's see when we need to turn our engines off here in a little bit. So we're waiting for this apoapsis needs to get up there. There, that's approximately what we wanted. And now we need to burn for 10 seconds in this direction. No, go back. How much electric charge have we got left? Oh, I forgot. When we fire our liquid engines, the electric charge fills back up. That's good. That's good. It generates electricity. Okay, so that's the engine, the direction we want to be pointed. And we need to do this in 1 day, 1 hour, and 41 minutes. Obviously, we're not going to wait that long. So we're going, oh, we cannot warp so far. Okay, that's fine. Let's just time accelerate. So now it's 1 day. Here's the moon. We're getting close to it. This little circle with the blue arrow is when we're going to actually encounter the moon. And then we'll start our burn a little while after that to get captured by moon or gravity. So now we're 1 hour 54 minutes away. Can't auto warp so far. Okay then. So here's the moon. We've gotten really close to it. That's good. I'm watching the timer down at the bottom. 1 hour 30 minutes now. 45 minutes. Can I warp now? Yeah. So we only need to burn for 10 seconds. So we're going to start our burn at T minus 5 seconds. We are pointed in the right direction. Eight, 7, 6, 5. So we're waiting for this blue line to become a circle around the moon. Let's close it up a little bit. There we go. So we're in orbit around the moon. Good job, team. Let's observe the materials bay from around the moon. That's going to give us 50 science if we can get it back there. 20 science if we can get back. Good grief, this is going to be just a wealth of science if we can get it. I'm going to go ahead and observe this mystery goo too. Yep. All right. Let's turn our rocket vertical, or vertical for us anyway. That'll make this EVA we're about to do a little easier. Do a crew report. Yep. EVA. EVA report. Yep. So let's collect that data. Collect that data. Take data. Store experiments. Collect the data, remove it, store experiments. Something couldn't be stored, but I don't know what. Let's see, let's review stored data. So the materials bay, that's good, is fine. Mystery goo. Okay, one of the mystery goos couldn't be brought on because it was the same experiment. That's fine. That's just fine. And we already did a crew report, right? Okay, good. So, we are in orbit around the moon. What we need to do is get back to Kerbin now. And how much fuel have we got? We've got a fair amount. Not tons, but some. Need to break out of lunar orbit, get recaptured by Kerbin. So that gets us a Kerbin orbit. I know this is really, really messy, but this is how I do it. Okay, so our Kerbin orbit maneuver is in this direction. And we're going to burn for 2 seconds in 3 hours. Okay. Can we warp? Warp to next maneuver. We're going to burn for 2 seconds, so we're going to burn at T-1. Okay, T-1, we're going to turn on our engines, and it's probably going to go super duper fast. Actually, let's do it at T-2, 40, 30, 20, 10, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. 6. All right, so that's captured us in Kerbin orbit, which is good. So if I go here and add a maneuver like this, no. Let's get rid of that. That's not what I want to do. Maybe it is what I want to do. Let's warp to there. Way far away from Kerbin. Okay. So now if I do a maneuver, I don't want to get captured by moon or orbit. This is not right. I don't want to get captured by the moon, so let's go over here. Add maneuver. We want to decelerate until we enter Kerbin's atmosphere. That's a 20-second burn. Let's do that. Let's do that. And it's going to be in, no, this direction. We got enough fuel for that? Yeah, I think we do. Warp to next maneuver. Because the next maneuver is in 4 hours. So it's a 21-second burn. We're going to start that at T-minus 10 seconds. We're going to go ahead and use full throttle. Last time I just used the shift key to increase the throttle just a little bit, and was trying to be very sparing with it. This time we're just going to go full bore with the Z and X keys. Z is of course full throttle, X is no throttle. 28, 27, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. Nice long burn to close up our orbit. There's some freakiness there with intersecting with the moon's orbit. Okay. That tightened up our orbit quite a lot, and now we have 38 fuel left in that tank. All right, we're doing okay. I think we're doing okay. So now we're gonna just bring it back down into the atmosphere and try to land it. It feels like we're gonna be coming in really, really hot. 153,000 kilometers, 28,000 kilometers. 60,000 kilometers. That puts us in the atmosphere. 35. Let's go back up to 60. 55 is good. So what we're going to do is some atmospheric braking. Our next maneuver is in 2 days, 2 hours, 39 minutes. I'm going to point in that direction. It's going to be a 44-second burn, but that's all the burn. That's the last burn we need to do. It's going to put us inside the atmosphere on the far side on periapsis, which should let us start bleeding off speed. So at 22, T-minus 22, we're going to start our burn. Time accelerate just a little bit. 26, 25, 24, 23, 22. Keep an eye on our fuel here. Oh, it's getting low. If we run out of fuel, we're stuck in orbit forever, because I don't know how to rescue people from orbit. 13, 12. I'm counting down the fuel up there. 10, 9, 8. We're close. It's going to be really, really, really close. Okay. We're out of fuel. Where is our periapsis? 204,000. Well, we're stuck in orbit. So, it was a good try. I'm going to revert to the vehicle assembly building. It was probably possible to land that and do it right, but I don't know what I'm doing. So that's what we did. That was a good pass by the moon. I think on the next one we're going to probably be able to do it a little bit better. I'm going to watch some more Scott Manley tutorials and see what I'm doing. See what I'm doing wrong and hopefully fix it. So thanks very much for watching that attempt at doing a flyby of the moon, and have a wonderful day.